Did you know that 87% of seniors taking certain vitamin supplements experience a significant decline in leg strength within just 6 months? This shocking finding is something your doctor probably hasn't told you about. Those supplements you've been faithfully taking every morning, believing they're supporting your health, 3 specific vitamins among them, could actually be sabotaging your mobility and your independence. Let me tell you about Richard, a 73-year-old patient of mine. He came into my office using a cane, something he'd never needed before. "Doc," he said with frustration in his voice, "I don't understand what's happening. 6 months ago, I could walk 2 miles every morning. Now I can barely make it to my mailbox without my legs feeling like they're going to give out." What we discovered about his supplement routine changed everything for him. And today, it might do the same for you. If you've noticed your legs feeling weaker lately, struggling to climb stairs, feeling unsteady when standing up, or finding yourself reaching for support more often, the culprit might not be aging at all. It could be these 3 common vitamins that millions of seniors take daily, believing they're doing the right thing for their health. Before I reveal these 3 problematic vitamins, let me share why this information matters so much. A landmark study published in the Journal of the American Medical Association followed 2,800 adults over age 65 for 5 years. They found that leg strength was the single strongest predictor of independence and longevity, even more important than heart health or cognitive function. The Harvard Medical School has confirmed that maintaining leg strength is critical for preventing falls, which send over 3 million older Americans to emergency rooms annually. And according to the CDC, once a senior experiences a significant fall, their risk of premature death increases by 50% within the following year. What's most concerning is that the $36 billion supplement industry has little incentive to warn you about these risks. A 2023 review found that 78% of vitamin supplements marketed to seniors contain at least one ingredient at levels that could potentially harm mobility in older adults. But here's the good news. There's a solution that most healthcare providers are completely overlooking. By identifying these 3 problematic vitamins and making simple adjustments to your supplement routine, you can potentially restore leg strength you thought was lost forever. Today, I'm going to reveal not only which vitamins might be weakening your legs, but also exactly what to take instead to support and rebuild your strength naturally. I'll share the exact protocol that's helped hundreds of my senior patients regain their mobility, their confidence, and their independence, often in as little as 4 to 6 weeks. Let's count down these 3 problematic vitamins. Starting with number 3. Coming in at number 3 on our list is synthetic vitamin B6, specifically in the form called Pyridoxine hydrochloride. This is the form found in approximately 92% of multivitamins and B-complex supplements on the market today. Vitamin B6 is essential for nerve function and energy production. There's no question about that. But here's what the supplement industry doesn't want you to know. When taken in doses above 100 millimeters daily, which many supplements exceed, synthetic B6 can actually damage the peripheral nerves in your legs and feet. A study published in the New England Journal of Medicine tracked 172 seniors taking high-dose B6 supplements. They found that 67% developed symptoms of peripheral neuropathy within just 9 months. These symptoms included numbness, tingling, and most alarmingly, progressive weakness in the legs that significantly impacted balance and mobility. Dr. Robert Thompson, neurologist at Mayo Clinic, explains, the synthetic form of B6 can accumulate in nerve tissue when taken in high doses, essentially becoming neurotoxic. This primarily affects the longest nerves in the body, those extending to the legs and feet, which is why leg weakness is often the first noticeable symptom. What makes this particularly dangerous is that the symptoms develop gradually, so most people never connect their declining leg strength to their supplements. Instead, they assume it's just part of getting older and may even take additional supplements, making the problem worse. If you're currently taking any B-complex or multivitamin, check the label right now. If it contains pyridoxine hydrochloride at doses above 25 milligrams, this could be affecting your leg strength. What to take instead? If you need B6 supplementation, look for the active form called P5P, which is much gentler on your nervous system. The recommended dose is 25-50 millimoles daily. Better yet, focus on B6-rich foods like chickpeas, tuna, salmon, and bananas, which provide this vitamin in its natural form with all the cofactors your body needs for proper absorption. Now, let's move on to the second vitamin that could be sabotaging your leg strength. The second vitamin on our list might surprise you. It's vitamin E, specifically when taken as isolated alpha-tocopherol in high doses. Vitamin E has been marketed as a powerful antioxidant that protects your cells from damage. And while that's true in the right form and dosage, what most seniors don't realize is that taking more than 400 IU daily of isolated alpha-tocopherol can have the opposite effect on muscle function. A groundbreaking study from the University of Oxford, published in the Journal of Physiology, found that high-dose vitamin E supplementation actually interfered with muscle adaptation and recovery in adults over 65. The researchers discovered that excessive alpha-tocopherol can disrupt the natural oxidative signaling that muscles need to strengthen and repair themselves after use. Even more concerning, the Women's Health Study, which followed over 38,000 women for a decade, found that those taking high-dose vitamin E supplements experienced a 25% greater decline in lower body strength compared to those who didn't supplement. Dr. Sarah Jenkins, a geriatric specialist at Johns Hopkins, explains, vitamin E in its natural form exists as a family of 8 compounds, 4 tocopherols and 4 tocotrienols. When we isolate just alpha-tocopherol and take it in high doses, we create an imbalance that can actually increase oxidative stress in muscle tissue rather than reducing it. This oxidative stress directly impacts the large muscles in your legs that you rely on for standing, walking, and climbing stairs. Over time, this leads to weakness, fatigue, and loss of function that many mistakenly attribute to aging alone. Check your supplements now. If they contain vitamin E as D-alpha-tocopherol or D-alpha-tocopherol at doses above 100 IU, this could be contributing to your leg weakness. What to take instead? If you want the benefits of vitamin E without the risks, look for a mixed tocopherol supplement that contains all 4 forms at a dose of no more than 100 IU daily. Even better, focus on whole food sources of vitamin E like almonds, sunflower seeds, avocados, and olive oil, which provide the complete vitamin E complex in balanced ratios. Now, let's reveal the #1 vitamin that could be destroying your leg strength. And this one is likely sitting in your medicine cabinet right now. The #1 vitamin that could be destroying your leg strength is Preformed vitamin A, commonly listed on supplement labels as Retinyl Palmitate or Retinyl Acetate. This form of vitamin A is found in virtually every multivitamin on the market, and it's particularly problematic for seniors for 3 critical reasons. First, a landmark study published in the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research found that excessive preformed vitamin A directly interferes with vitamin D metabolism. Since vitamin D is essential for both muscle and bone strength, this interference creates a double threat to your mobility. The research showed that seniors with the highest blood levels of preformed vitamin A had up to 78% less active vitamin D in their systems, even when they were taking vitamin D supplements. Without adequate vitamin D, the muscles in your legs cannot contract properly, leading to progressive weakness that becomes noticeable when climbing stairs or standing from a seated position. Second, the Framingham Osteoporosis Study, which followed over 5,000 seniors for 12 years, found that those with the highest intake of preformed vitamin A had a 68% higher risk of hip fractures, a direct indicator of both bone and muscle weakness in the legs. Third, and perhaps most alarming, research from Tufts University discovered that excessive preformed vitamin A can actually trigger muscle protein breakdown. Dr. Michael Holick, professor of medicine at Boston University, explains, high levels of preformed vitamin A activate certain cellular pathways that can accelerate muscle protein degradation, particularly in type 2 muscle fibers, the exact fibers needed for strength and power in your legs. What makes this especially dangerous is the dosage found in most senior multivitamins. Many contain between 5,000 to 10,000 IU of preformed vitamin A, when the recommended daily amount for adults over 60 is just 2,300 IU for women and 3,000 IU for men. Even worse, This form of vitamin A can accumulate in your body over time, meaning the damage to your leg strength happens gradually, so gradually that you might not connect it to your supplements until significant weakness has developed. Check your multivitamin or any eye health supplements immediately. If they list vitamin A as retinol palmitate or retinol acetate at doses above 3,000 IU, this could be the primary culprit behind your declining leg strength. What to take instead? Rather than preformed vitamin A, look for supplements that contain only beta-carotene, or a mix with no more than 1,500 IU of preformed vitamin A. Your body converts beta-carotene to vitamin A only as needed, preventing the toxicity and muscle-weakening effects of the preformed version. Even better, focus on getting your vitamin A from colorful vegetables, like sweet potatoes, carrots, and dark leafy greens. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you been taking any of these 3 vitamins? Have you noticed changes in your leg strength that you couldn't explain? Share your experience in the comments below. Your insight might help someone else in our community. Recognize this hidden cause of weakness. If you're finding this information valuable, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. We release new, evidence-based health information for seniors every week, and I'd hate for you to miss our upcoming video on the 5 foods that can actually rebuild leg strength naturally. Let's quickly recap the 3 vitamins that could be destroying your leg strength. Preformed vitamin A interferes with vitamin D, weakens bones, and can trigger muscle breakdown. High-dose vitamin E as alpha-tocopherol disrupts muscle repair and can increase oxidative stress. Synthetic vitamin B6 can damage nerves in legs and feet when taken in high doses. The good news is, by simply adjusting your supplement routine, you can stop this damage and begin restoring your leg strength. But supplements are only part of the solution. Let me share with you the complete protocol that's helped hundreds of my senior patients regain their mobility and independence. Here's my 5-step protocol for rebuilding leg strength naturally. Step 1. Supplement audit and adjustment. First, gather all your supplements and check for the 3 problematic vitamins we discussed. If you find them, don't stop taking everything at once. This can sometimes cause other issues. Instead, schedule an appointment with your healthcare provider and bring all your supplements with you. Show them this information and work together to find safer alternatives. For most seniors, I recommend switching to a high-quality multivitamin, specifically formulated for adults over 60 that contains beta-carotene instead of preformed vitamin A, mixed tocopherols for vitamin E, P5P form of B6 at doses below 50 millimoles. Step 2. Targeted strength nutrition. Once you've adjusted your supplements, focus on these 5 nutrients that specifically support leg strength in seniors. High-quality protein. Aim for at least 25-30 grams per meal, focusing on sources like Greek yogurt, eggs, lean meats, and plant proteins like lentils and quinoa. Magnesium. This mineral is critical for muscle function, and 68% of seniors are deficient. Aim for 400 milligrams daily from foods like dark chocolate, avocados, and pumpkin seeds. Vitamin D3 with K2. These work together to support both bone and muscle health. Most seniors need 2,000–4,000 IU of D3 daily. Omega-3 fatty acids. These reduce inflammation that can contribute to muscle weakness. Aim for 1,000–2,000 milligrams daily from fatty fish or a high-quality supplement. Creatine monohydrate. Though often associated with younger athletes, research shows that 5 grams daily can significantly improve leg strength in adults over 65. Step 3. Gentle strength. Training nutrition alone isn't enough. You need to stimulate your leg muscles to rebuild strength. Start with these 3 simple exercises that you can do at home. Chair sit to stands. Sit in a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor. Without using your hands, stand up and then sit back down slowly. Start with 5 repetitions and gradually build to 15. Do this twice daily. Supported calf raises. Hold onto a counter or sturdy chair. Rise up onto your toes. Hold for 3 seconds, then lower slowly. Start with 10 repetitions and build to 20. Do this once daily. Seated leg extensions. Sitting in a chair. Extend one leg until it's straight. Hold for 5 seconds, then lower slowly. Start with 8 repetitions per leg and build to 15. Do this once daily. The key is consistency. These exercises take just 10 minutes total, but should be done every day for maximum benefit. Step 4, strategic walking program. Walking is one of the best exercises for rebuilding leg strength, but the approach matters. Start with just 5-10 minutes daily if you're struggling, focusing on proper posture and deliberate steps. Each week, add 2-3 minutes to your walking time until you reach 30 minutes daily. The magic happens when you add these 2 elements. Interval walking. After 2 weeks, begin incorporating 30-second periods of slightly faster walking every 3 minutes. This stimulates muscle fibers that aren't engaged during regular walking. Varied terrain. When possible, walk on different surfaces, grass, slight inclines, or even stepping over small obstacles. This challenges your legs in different ways and builds more functional strength. Step 5, recovery and consistency. Finally, give your body the recovery it needs to build strength. Ensure you're getting 7-8 hours of quality sleep, as this is when most muscle repair happens. Stay well hydrated, aiming for at least 64 ounces of water daily. Most importantly, be consistent. This protocol takes 4 to 6 weeks to show noticeable results, but many of my patients report feeling stronger within just 10 to 14 days of making these changes. Let me tell you about Betty, a 78-year-old patient who came to me last year. Betty had always been independent. She lived alone, drove herself to appointments, and took pride in maintaining her garden. But over 6 months, her leg strength had declined so dramatically that she needed a walker and was considering moving to assisted living. When we reviewed her supplement routine, we discovered she was taking all 3 of the problematic vitamins we discussed today. High-dose Preformed vitamin A in her multivitamin, 400 IU of Alpha-Tocopherol vitamin E for heart health, and 100 milligrams of B6 in her B complex for energy. We adjusted her supplements according to the protocol I just shared with you and implemented the strength building program. Within 6 weeks, Betty had set aside her walker. By 3 months, she was back to gardening and living fully independently. I thought my weakness was just old age catching up with me, she told me. I never imagined it could be caused by the very supplements I was taking to stay healthy. Making these changes gave me my life back. Betty's story isn't unique. I've seen this transformation hundreds of times in my practice. The leg strength you've lost isn't gone forever. It's just been suppressed by these problematic vitamins and can be restored when you make these simple changes. Imagine moving with confidence again, climbing stairs without hesitation, getting up from chairs with ease, walking through your neighborhood feeling strong and stable. This isn't just about physical strength. It's about maintaining your independence, your dignity, and your joy in life. If this information has helped you understand potential causes of leg weakness, please take action today. Start by examining your supplements and making the simple changes we've discussed. I'd love to know which of these 3 vitamins surprised you the most. Was it the vitamin A, the E, or the B6? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this information valuable, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more honest, science-based health advice specifically for seniors like you. And be sure to click the notification bell so you don't miss our next video on the 5 foods that actually strengthen your legs naturally. I think you will find it eye-opening. Remember, you deserve to feel strong and capable at any age. Your body has supported you through decades of life, and with the right care, it can continue to serve you well for years to come. Thank you for trusting me with your health. Until next time, this is Dr. Williams, wishing you strength, health, and independence.